Hello everyone, today is Sunday the 12th of November. It is currently 2:15. I've just gotten home. I've been out all morning. I stopped by, my cousin is home for the weekend. She actually goes back today to university. She was home for her dad's birthday, so I popped by to say hi, and then went up to see my parents were had gone out for a coffee with one of my sisters and they were just popping to some shops, so I thought, oh, I'll go and join them and do a bit of shopping. I was like, I'm not going to spend more than a tenner. Not going to do it. This is full of books. I got a bag. We went to the works first and I needed a bag, so I got this Elf bag. It's like, Elf is is probably my favourite Christmas movie. But yes, all but one of these books are from the works. I also got a Taylor Swift colouring book because why not? But that's not part of this. So I'm going to show you the first book that I got, which is the one I got one book from Waterstones. So I got the Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy. I'm currently reading the Off Campus series. I'm going to start book 2 today, which is The Mistake. I'm loving it. I really like her writing style, so I thought I would get another book of hers, but all I own that she's written are the Off Campus series and then The Graham Effect, which is her latest release. So I wanted to get one that wasn't in that series and that was just a standalone, so I could see if I like the writing style because of the story she's telling, or I like her writing style just in general. So I got the Summer Girl. If you live in the UK and you've been to the works, you know that they do a 3 for £6 deal. And who am I if I'm not going to take advantage of that? There was one book that I went in looking for. I was like, if they have this book, I need to get it. It's in the 3 for £6 deal. It's not for me, it is for a friend for Christmas. And I just thought if it's there now, I will get it, but it wasn't. So instead I got 3 Christmas books because I don't own any Christmas books. And it would be nice to read some Christmas books this year. The first book I got is One More Christmas at the Castle by Trisha Ashley. Here it is. I got this book because there's a movie on Netflix called Castle for Christmas that me and my mum absolutely love. It's one of our favourites, like cringy Christmas rom-com. Oh, hold on. I should read you the blurb for the books, shouldn't I? Okay, let me read you the blurb for The Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy. Summer is made for flings, but what if this one's meant for more? After years away, college student Cassie Soule is back in Avalon Bay, excited to spend time with her family, ring in her 21st birthday, and maybe find herself a summer fling. On her first night in town, she finds the perfect candidate, Tate Bartlett, the fun-loving golden boy. Tate is no stranger to flings. In fact, he's always down for a good time. Yet the moment he meets Cassie, he knows she's not a girl you play games with. Gorgeous, hilarious, and frankly, the coolest person he's ever met. The last thing he wants to do is risk breaking her heart, and so he reluctantly puts her in the friend zone. But when his attention to Cassie becomes impossible to ignore, he realises that he wants that fling, big time, and maybe even something more. As Cassie and Tate walk the line between friends and lovers, they discover that their situation is the least complicated part of this equation. Because Avalon Bay is full of secrets, and their relationship might not survive when those secrets come to light. That is the blurb for this. I read the blurbs, they had a few different ones, and I read the blurbs of them all, and this was just the one that sounded the most interesting to me. And then the blurb for One More Christmas at the Castle. This Christmas will be the most special of them all. Elderly widow Sabine knows this will be her last Christmas in her beloved home. I'm going to butcher this. I think it's Mitras Castle. Determined to make it just like the one she remembers from her childhood, she employs Dido Jones of Heavenly House Parties to help with the big day. Dido is enchanted by the castle as soon as she steps through the imposing front door, and as Christmas Day approaches, her feeling of connection to the old house runs deeper than she first thought. But when the snow begins to fall and Sabine's family arrive at the house, including Dido's teenage crush Zan, Tensions rise around the castle's future, and the long-buried mysteries begin to unravel. As past secrets come to light, can this be a magical Christmas to remember? I thought it sounded really, really cool. So I am very, very excited about that. The next book that I got is another Christmas book. It is called One Last Gift by Emily Stone. You can't see part of the covers because of the stickers, so I am sorry about that. And the blurb for this one is, well, on the cover it says, to unwrap her future, she must follow her heart. I think I've figured out that sometimes the best gifts in life are the ones you don't expect. For as long as Cassie can remember, another book about someone called Cassie, it has been the three of them. Cassie, her big brother Tom, and Tom's annoying best friend Sam. Now, Tom is sorted, Sam is flying high, and Cassie thinks she's figured it all out. Then, unexpectedly, three become two. For Cassie, starting again seems unimaginable until she finds an envelope with her name on it and a letter asking her to follow a trail to one last gift. And suddenly what seems like an ending promises Cassie something surprising, remarkable and new. I thought that sounded really cool. Plus, I think it might be a brother's best friend, which I love that trope. And I have seen this before a couple times. I've just never, like past Christmases I've seen it and I've just never picked it up. And then the last one is it's quite small compared to the others, and it is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I've heard this author's name quite a bit on Instagram and TikTok and all the social platforms that I'm on. And I've seen her books in the works and in Waterstones countless times, but I thought it's quite small, so I thought this would be a good one to see whether or not I liked the writing style rather than committing to buying a massive book and then not enjoying it, which I have done before. So the blurb for this one is, 2 weeks before Christmas and all through Manhattan, shop windows are decorated in red and green satin. I'm standing alone in front of the famous Vivint department store. I think that's how you say it, Vivint. When a charming man named Aidan asks for my opinion on the decor. It's a tragedy in tinsel, I say, unable to lie. He asks for a better idea with a twinkle in his eye. Did I know he owned the place? No, he put me on the spot. And now I'm working for that man, trying to ignore that he's hot. But as a down on her luck girl with a difficult past, I know an opportunity when I see one, and I have to make it last. I'll put my heart and soul into dressing his holiday windows. I'll work without stopping, and when we lose the battle with temptation, I'll try and remember that I'm just window shopping. I don't read the blurbs out loud, I read them in my head, and when I read the blurb out loud at the shop, oh, it's a bit dented there, oh well, I didn't know it rhymed, so that's cool. And then the last book that I got, I actually don't have plans on reading because it's the second in the series and I haven't read the first one yet. I own the first one, I just haven't gotten around to reading it. And that is Iron Flame. I don't know how long I told myself I wasn't going to read these books because I heard so many different opinions. I heard that they were really great or really bad. I've never heard just kind of they're good. But yeah, like I said, I have no plans on reading this series until at least January next year. I have tons to read before the end of the year, so yeah. And I wasn't originally going to buy this until I had read the first one, but I decided just to go for it and get it, and it'll look nice on my shelf with the other one. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please subscribe to my channel if you like bookish content, such as reading vlogs, chatting about books, unboxings, book hauls, all that kind of fun stuff, and the occasional writing video and whatnot. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!